Hello everyone, so today's video is going to be about my skincare routine, and quite a few people have asked me, especially around like this past month, please do an updated skincare routine. But I did do a video on my channel a little while ago talking about my skincare, and since then it hasn't changed a ton. To be honest, like there are still like quite a lot of products I used in that video that I'm going to be talking about in today's video, but I thought a lot of you haven't seen it, and I just thought that with this video I could talk about some extra products that I would really recommend as well. My skin is not very oily, it's not very dry. It is more prone to being oily than dry, but for the most part it's combination skin that I have. And so let's get started. So for the daytime, my daytime skincare is very simple. I feel like in general like my skincare routine is very simple. I've only like to use at the most 3 brands. Like I really don't like to mix up too much. There are only a few brands that I really trust when it comes to skincare. I trust the brands Dr. Organic. I love Dr. Organic. I've talked about them on this channel before. I like Lush as well. Obviously I'm a huge Lush fan, and the other one is NSpa. NSpa is a brand that I think are just sold in the store Asda in the UK, but they have a website as well. I'll link their website down below. Now every morning the first thing I do is take a face wipe. I use the Superdrug face wipes because they're only 99p, they're super cheap. But the thing that I love about these face wipes is that despite the fact that they're very cheap, they feel so lovely on the skin. They're incredibly soft, they have a lot of moisture in them as well. I feel like with a lot of face wipes they're quite dry, like I need to put a bit of water in them just to really make them actually work, and I just use these, just one of these in the morning just to really clear my skin and just wake me up. If I feel like I need a little bit extra just to really wake me up even more than the face wipes, I feel so far like I'm going to be kind of repeating what I said in my last video, but Ocean Salt by Lush. It is a face and body scrub. It is incredibly gritty. I'll read what it says on here. Has lashings of fine sea salt to scrub and clean, organic limes to brighten, and avocado butter to soften your skin. It is very refreshing because it smells of the sea. So you're putting like these massive chunks of sea salt into your skin, and like I just go like this to really just work them into my skin. I just take a scoop, put it on my skin and just rub it in. But it does have the avocado butter to soften, so it isn't too harsh. It's still like afterwards your skin feels like it's just been really woken up and refreshed. So just take like a bigger scoop than that, and as you can see the pieces of salt in them are pretty big. I wouldn't really use this more than once or twice a week on my, but on the average day the only thing that I really use are my face wipes, and then after that I use this, and I love this very much. Dr. Organic's Rose Otto Day Cream, and this is what it looks like, and it just comes in this glass tub here. Again, I talked about the Rose Otto stuff in my last skincare video, and has a very natural scent of roses to it. It's not overpowering, it's not like a perfume, like really sickly kind of scent. It's a very natural kind of scent. So putting day cream on your skin when you are prone to a little bit of shininess throughout the day, and I'm definitely prone to a bit of oiliness and things like that. Like wearing this at first was a little bit scary, but I find that this just improves the look of my makeup and my skin instead of making my face look more cakey or more oily or anything like that. This day cream is supposed to be anti-aging, and I feel like if you are someone that does have like more wrinkles on your face, I would really recommend this, because I feel like I do get like little lines throughout the day from like where I smile, like here, like, you know, a crease a little bit and a little bit on my forehead as well. But when I wear this, my makeup doesn't crease at all. It's crazy. It doesn't crease at all. Even I've used this even when I've been at work and stuff, and it still just doesn't crease at all. It's amazing. Yeah, I noticed that any kind of places where my foundation would crease a little bit throughout the day, it doesn't crease when I wear this day cream, and my foundation lasts so much better when I put this on, and I can't recommend it enough. And it makes my skin feel really nice. It really sinks into the skin. It doesn't make you feel like you've got a thick layer of moisturizer on before you put your foundation on. It really doesn't feel like that. I'm wearing it today and my skin just feels a little bit softer, but apart from that it feels exactly the same. I don't like to wear a primer or anything like that on my skin. I've never gotten to the habit of putting a primer on before I put my foundation on, but now I use this. And so yeah, that is it really for most days. Face wipes and then a little bit of moisturizer on afterwards. I like to keep it very simple, guys. I don't like to put too much on my skin in the morning. I don't have time. I can't be fucked. I'm a little bit lazy in the morning, and so I'm not going to be going and taking tens of thousands of products and just putting them one after the other onto my skin, and I don't need that. I just don't. I like to keep things really simple, and so that is why the one thing that I really swear by for the daytime is this day cream. But I'd really recommend Dr. Organic products in general because they have different ranges of skincare products depending on what kind of skin you have. I don't really need anything for really dry skin or oily skin, so I just go for something that's just anti-aging, and because I like the scent of roses. So when it comes to the evening, what do I do when I've got all this on my face and I need to take it off? So now obviously the first thing that I do is I take a face wipe because I love face wipes, and I feel like I don't care if people think that they're like terrible or anything. I think as long as you find a gentle face wipe, then that's no problem. I think some of them aren't gentle at all, but I think if you get something like this and you don't have to work it like too much into your skin, you're okay. So what I do is I take my makeup off with one of these guys. So what do I do after that? Well, I take this. What I like to do to cleanse is I use the NSpa Deep Cleansing Face Wash. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like there. I really like their packaging. I just think everything is presented very nicely. And what they do is they have like a 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing, so you know what order to use the products in, which I think is so helpful because skincare can be slightly confusing, surprisingly. So what you do is you shake this a little bit, and then I'll just put it on my hand so you can see it's like a foam. So just take it in my hands and just work it into the skin. It's very, very gentle, and it's just to get out any bits of makeup that you may have missed. I don't like to exfoliate every single day, but if I do exfoliate, I take the Brightening Derma Scrub by NSpa again. And as you can see, this is the second one on there, so you know what order to use it in. And this again, it's very, very gentle. It's got a little bit of grittiness to it, but not that much. But if I want something that's slightly more gritty, I use the Rose Otto face scrub because it's got more of a grit to it. So if I was wearing a lot of makeup during the day, or my face feels very, very oily and I just feel very cakey, I use something more like this. Something a little bit, it's still very gentle on the skin, but the grit is a little bit more strong. To tone, I use the Dr. Organic Rose Otto Skin Toner. Can you tell I like the Rose Otto skin products? Last time I did this video, I was talking about these products, and I always go back to them. I just love them. I don't get disappointed with my skin whenever I use these products. And so that's what it looks like there. And so as you can see, I'm really out of this now. I've used a lot of these over the years, and I don't use toner every day. I should do, but sometimes I do just forget. But if I do use a toner, this is the one that I like to use. And as for my moisturiser, now I may miss out on exfoliating every once in a while depending on how my skin feels, or I may forget to tone, but one thing I always do every night is moisturise my skin. And so I've got 2 products here, so it depends, so I kind of switch between the 2. So I use the NSpa Ever Youthful Bouncy, oh such a good time, night cream, and this smells so freaking gorgeous. This has a very gorgeous, luxurious kind of fragrance to them, as do all the NSpa products. When I put it onto the skin, it's quite a thick cream, it's quite a thick consistency, but it sinks right into the skin. I can't describe how much I adore their products, really. This cost me £3, this did. Like, I know it's crazy, but you think, well, that's gonna be shit then, but trust me, it's lovely. The other product that I like to use, I talked about in my last skincare video, is the very strange Dr. Organic Snail Gel. And yes, you heard correctly, snail gel. Yes, the gel that snails create is apparently very good for anti-aging, and so they put it into a kind of, this is a gel. They do a moisturiser, but this is just more like a gel. It is cruelty free, by the way. The animals are not harmed when this is done, and I love snails. They're one of my favourite animals actually, so I wouldn't want any harm done to them. Reviews were just ridiculous, like everyone loved it, and I was like, snail gel? So I just had to get it because I was so intrigued, and this was a long time ago now, and I've bought plenty of these pots. They're £20 each, so they're a little bit pricey. It doesn't have a bad scent to it actually, surprisingly. It's quite nice, and so I put this onto the skin, and and use it in exactly the same way that I would use a moisturiser. I'm not so generous as I am with a moisturiser, just because this I can get through this so quickly and they cost a lot. But I put this on every night, and again, just sinks into the skin. It makes my skin feel like when it's on the skin, my skin feels like it's being cleaned or something. It's such a nice feeling, and I wake up the next day and my skin feels so refreshed, and I love it. I really love it. It's kind of switch between the two. I feel like in terms of moisture they're about the same. Final couple of products to mention. As for an eye cream, again, sometimes I forget to put an eye cream on, but if I do use one, I use the Dr. Organic, sorry, this is all Dr. Organic. The Dr. Organic Moroccan Argan Oil Instant Tightening Eye Serum. So that's what it looks like. The packaging is a little bit gross because it's kind of old, so sorry about that. But I like this because it's very gentle on the eyes. It is incredibly moisturising. It's Moroccan Argan Oil, so it is going to be very, very moisturising. It has a nice argan oil scent to it as well. And also in the evening I like to put like a little lip balm on my lips as well, and I use the crazy Rumors Gingerbread Lip Balm. It has the scent of gingerbread, and I'm wearing it now actually. I love this. It makes me kind of hungry for gingerbread actually, not gonna lie. But I love this, and not only does it have a brilliant scent, but it's also very, very moisturising. So yeah, they're my skincare products. That's what I use. They never really change that much because I never want to change my skincare products because I'm always so happy with them. In my last skincare video I talked about how I was taking tablets to also help control my acne. I'm off them now, completely off them. I'm taking the contraceptive pill. That's the only thing that really I take tablet wise that may have a bit of an effect on my skin. I feel like that helps control my oil a little bit. I'm not on those acne tablets anymore, so I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye everyone.